Have you noticed how quickly a day can fill with screens, scrolling, and endless noise? The collective energy feels busy and it's pulling us out of our presence. And it's easy to forget that you are more than a task list, than a screen scroll or an algorithm. Hi, I'm Aida, and I'm inviting you today into something that I call presence before pixels. It's a gentle way of living and being that helps you reclaim your day, helps you reclaim your clarity and your connection to self. Because in this world of digital, of technology, of AI, it's easy to forget that we are human, that we are spiritual beings having this beautiful human experience. And if you stay with me to the end, I'm going to share with you a simple, guided practice that you can use to help you reclaim your humanness. And I do have a beautiful offering of a presence before pixels, digital detox, and it's from my book, The Handbook for Being Human, and that's available for you. So stay with me to the end and I'll share that with you today. But first, why pixels first in the morning is hurting you more than you know. Because when we wake up and the first thing we do is reach over to our phones, we're scrolling and we're already allowing all of that noise, all of that busyness, even before we get out of bed in the morning. But when we wake up, our brainwaves move through different states. They move from deep sleep into lighter ones, theta and alpha. And these moments are powerful. They carry your intuition, your creativity, and your clarity. But when we wake up and the first thing we do is reach for our device, and we're checking our phones and notifications and emails and doing all of that social stuff, all of that external stuff, we're forcing our brains into alert mode, into action mode. And then our cortisol rises, anxiety creeps in, and comparison starts. And instead of setting our day with beautiful intention, with our inner compass guiding us, we're actually allowing that external feed to fuel us. We're allowing that external possession and what I call patriarchy, power over, to guide us, to force us, to do us, rather than our internal way of being. And look, I've been there. I know what it's like to use your phone as your alarm clock, reach over, and because it's already in your hand, tapping the snooze or tapping the silent button on the alarm, it's easy to get caught up in the device and then suddenly noticing the stream of notifications in there. We wake up and we grab and we start to scroll. We've been conditioned. And there's even evidence and videos and science showing us how addictive this is. And when we allow this in first thing, we suddenly start to feel overwhelmed. I know that I was. The moment I picked this up and started scrolling, I was seeing all these notifications, all of these emails are requiring and demanding my attention. And it's easy to feel that overwhelm. It's easy to feel that out of alignment. Like it's easy to allow your energy to feel drained. And that's first thing in the morning. And what thought leaders are now saying, and spirituality, and where science is finally meeting us, saying, invite your presence in first and foremost. So we're all agreeing on this thing. So as I like to call, presence before pixels. And this is becoming quite a rising movement, thankfully, in this time of tech and AI. So I'm suggesting delay your screen time. Now I know that we are in a techie world. I know that we really rely on our screens and on our devices and on technology and even AI. I'm suggesting first thing in the morning, delay the screen time. And I am going to share that ritual with you at the end as well. So take some beautiful deep breaths. So before you look at your phone, take some time for your presence, for your inner being, for that guidance. So take some breaths. Invite in some movement. Gentle movement can be stretching, can be feeling into your beautiful body. Some journaling, some integration, some reflection before you allow external intrusion and digital intrusion into your life. Emotional intelligence tools really come to the fore, like grounding, presence, breath work, noticing how your nervous system is feeling, being more used to combating overwhelm. And when we combine these beautiful ancient practices, and they are ancient because technology is relatively new compared to us as human beings, let alone as spiritual beings. So we're integrating these ancient wisdom practices into our daily life to better enable us to use technology. Because if we're in this digital age, we want to be able to use it effectively because you are the master, not it. So when we embody and invite in more ritual, more nature, more sacred pause, when we invite that into our day, we feel more grounded, more present, more balanced. So we're using it wisely. We can use technology wisely, and we become more resilient in our day and in our rhythms. So here's a beautiful ritual that you can try. Presence before pixels. This is your new morning ritual. So as soon as your alarm sets off, if you do use one, even if it is on your phone or on your device, pause it, stop it. Don't hit the snooze. This is your time. Stop it and then come back and pause. We're living in a world where everything is fast-paced. We've forgotten the power and the presence of the sacred pause. And coming back to your breath. Because when you hold that, you invite in clarity. So place your hand on your heart and take 3 conscious breaths the moment you wake up. 3 deep breaths that are moving you through different phases of your sleep. And the next thing to do, number 2, is express deep gratitude. Now, this has been proven through psychology and through science, how having an attitude of gratitude elevates your energy and expresses that into the field as you move through every day. So having an attitude of gratitude and expressing appreciation for your life. So name 3 things that you are grateful for. It will help you to feel more connected, more blissful, and more present. And who doesn't desire more of that in their lives? The next thing, number 3, is reducing the amount of screen time. Screen time from devices, from work, from all sorts of screens, even your television. Set some time and some boundaries, 30 minutes a day. So give yourself 30 minutes upon waking, or even 5 to start with. And yes, it has become an emotional crutch for many. That's not allowing that to guide you, to force you, to grind you. This is you creating self-mastery. So no phones, no notifications, no email, just for a few minutes. And set that each and every day. Personally, I have an 1-hour rule upon waking. And I do this every single day. I have a magnetic morning ritual, which I've crafted and created, and will leave it in the comments below for you to also try. And it is a daily practice because we're not going to get it perfect first time. And it does take practice because we are humans. We have different emotions each and every day. So no 2 days are going to be the same. We are not technology. We are not mechanical. We are not this machine. And we forget that because we are in this machine technology environment. We are in this matrix. But how can you command your presence, your mastery, even in this tech world? How can you use your humanness to an advantage? By setting yourself time aside from technology. Like I said, I have an hour each morning where I awaken. Sometimes I do use my phone because I do have some things that I need to be aware and awake for earlier than usual. Otherwise, I usually like to wake up in my own rhythm and time. And then I set my day. I use the bathroom. Yes, we're all human. And then I express deep gratitude. I drink a full glass of water upon waking to nourish my beautiful body. Then I nourish my head and my heart and my body. Stretch. I move my body in the way that it feels good in that moment. We have been laying down for a number of hours. So you stretch your body, reconnect with this beautiful vessel. I do that every morning. I express deep gratitude. I connect to my highest level self. I connect to Source, Spirit, God, the universe. I ask questions and then I journal them. What wants to emerge through me? And all of this is in my digital detox, so which you can have access to. And in my magnetic morning ritual, to make you a magnet for your desires, for your manifestations. So we're using this wisely rather than allowing it to master us and dictate to us. Next thing to do, number 4, is sunlight. And I did suggest movement in some form or way, whether you can go for a walk. Let sunlight in. Now, sunlight is absolutely powerful where possible. I do appreciate, the weather is not always permissible. Some people work shifts where possible. As soon as the sun is rising, get out and express gratitude. I do sun worship in this way because sun balances your circadian rhythm. It releases serotonin, which is your happy hormone. And bright light into the eyes triggers serotonin release, which elevates your mood and later converts to melatonin for sleep. It helps to manage cortisol levels, which rise naturally in the morning. So we want to balance our hormone levels, our cortisol, which enables us to be more alert and steady throughout the day. And as I mentioned, melatonin, because it helps to regulate your circadian rhythms, in which case increases melatonin, which you do need at night to improve your quality of sleep. Sunlight elevates dopamine levels. So this is your brain's reward system. It feels good. It supports motivation and focus. We need that serotonin. And it releases endorphins. UV exposure has been proven that it increases endorphin levels. So it gives you this high. And it also helps with vitamin D synthesis. So whilst it's not a hormone being released in your body, it helps synthesize vitamin D. And science has also proved that with all this sun protection that we're doing and then with our digital lifestyles and our sedentary life, we're actually becoming deficient in vitamin D, which is so, so important for synthesizing all of our hormones and for many minerals in our body. So vitamin D is absolutely essential. Now, I am also saying that when you are exposing yourself to sunlight, do it wisely. Do your research. Do what's best for you. I'm not saying you sit out there, stare into the sunlight for hours on end. Some conscious sunlight is vital for our human health, our well-being, and as for all those things that I mentioned before. And then journal. See what your inner voice is asking of you. It's directing you. We're learning to trust our inner GPS, our inner guidance system, and not allowing external forces, hello phone, hello AI, hello technology, hello social media, hello news broadcasts. We're not allowing that external noise to guide us. We're going to use our internal GPS, your gut instinct, your internal intuition, your inner tuition to be your guide. So having some moments of reflection, having some moments of journaling will help this greatly. And then we want to nourish your body and your spirit. And like I said, drink that first full glass of water in the morning before anything else. Before your coffee, before your tea, before any other beverage. One full glass of water helps to kick in the internal detox of your body. And we require water. Our bodies are made 60% up of water. We do need water. Pure, filtered water where possible. Get the very best that you absolutely can. So today, I know that there's a few things that I've suggested. So just pick one thing to start. One of these little things to help integrate in your day. Maybe delaying 5 minutes of your phone. So not rather than taking it to the bathroom with you and carrying it throughout your day, 5 minutes of no notifications, no screen time. And allow yourself to take those breaths in those 5 minutes and help to calm. Because like I said, initially it will feel like you're having some separation anxiety because it's become such a crutch. But we're reclaiming our mastery. We're reclaiming our sovereignty over our being so that we can be the master of it and it is not the master of you. So maybe delay your screen time for 5 minutes. Do those beautiful conscious breaths and notice how your energy begins to shift. And yes, it is a practice. So as I mentioned before, I do have that beautiful digital detox, the presence before pixels, which you'll be able to access in the comments below. And it's an extract from my book, The Handbook for Being Human. Now, if this has helped you in any way, please like, please subscribe, and please share this with your friends. Because remember, you are more than your feed. You're more than your notification. You're more than what the algorithm sees and says. Because presence before pixels is your birthright. And you are the master of it. So thank you for joining me. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I'll see you next time where I'll explore more of how to stay soul connected throughout the day, even when we are in a digital tech world. I am Aida Jasmine, and I'm with you. Namaste.